Hello there, Pokemon fans. Welcome to another PlaySkape Games video. And today we've got the the first look. These have been out for about a week now, but we've got a closer look going on here at the new World Championship decks. So there's four of these, but it's because there was been issues with distributors not getting as many as they wanted, and there's not distributors, the stores not getting as many as they wanted. It took me about a week or two to actually get all four of them at the same time. So finally got all four. I'm just going to be showing off the box of the Henry Brand, the world champion from Australia, his Mewtwo deck. So each deck's the same. They've got the full 60 card decks. Now these decks aren't legal for play, but which I'll go over a bit more for later, but they're great for practice. It's got the exact same 60 cards as the champion used in the tournament. This is Henry Brand from Australia. It's got a description of the deck, the contents, all the usual good stuff. And yes, I'm going to open this box, and the other three decks are already opened. I'm going to show you each of the decks in turn, just so you can get an idea of the contents of the deck and like which one might be better for you, depending on your play style and stuff. So we got here the contents. We got the little booklet. So I'm going to show you the booklet quickly actually before we get into the cards and stuff. So each year, same thing for the World Championship decks. The booklet telling you a bit more about like the event, what happens, instructions, the brackets. So we got Haruki's deck as well. We've got Masters Henry Brand, we've got Kai Lichliners obviously, and we've got the runner-ups deck, Shintaro Ito of Japan. So those are the four decks that made up the World Championship. So we got some cool things here. We got the swag and the goodie bag, some photos of the event, which is really awesome. Yep, some more about the players. There's the champion there, Haruki. Yeah, all that good stuff. So runners up, more photos there. There's Unlisted Leaf playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, all that good stuff. So there's the seniors champion Kai Lichtliner, and we've got some more top fours here, more photographs. Wow, look at that card, and all that other good stuff. So we're gonna flip right back to the end, which is a really cool thing I want to show you. We've got the Roll of Honor. So I was a judge for the first time at the Pokemon World Championships, and you can see right there, bottom left hand corner just above Ulrika Shang is my name. So I was a TCG judge, I was a juniors judge, so it's great now to say that I'm in an official like Pokemon like booklet with Pikachu on it, which is absolutely amazing. Not many people can say the same. So I've got the decks here. This is how each of the four decks will come presented. So the two of the main cards will be for some reason like in here, so you have to be careful when you take them out of these little plastic tabs, because sometimes you can end up damaging them, so you have to be extra careful when you get those out. So these are also really good for proxy, so you can't obviously use them in tournaments, but these are really good for like practicing, putting in you can put some cards in your regular decks when you're practicing. You can't use them for tournaments because they have the different exclusive card backs, but these look really cool. You've got all of the different fossils from the Washington DC sort of like theme there, and the items and stuff, which is really awesome. And you get your deck, which is cool. You get a little box for it. So if you don't want your cards sleeved up, you can put your cards in this little deck box. So some mad reason they put like half of the card outside, half the cards inside, and like, yeah, that's very weird. And we got the code card as well, which gives you the sleeves, I think, from the theme of the World Championship online, which is really awesome. So a cool little deck box. The pin badge, which is absolutely beautiful. Nice, small, little, cute little pin badge. Almost worth buying it just for the pin badge alone there. The little Pikachu pin badge, really cute. And our deck, our 60 card deck. So this is, of course, the Mew and Mewtwo Perfection deck. So it all revolves around this attacker here. So the Pokemon can use the ability of Pokemon GXs or EXs from your hand on the discard pile. So you've got awesome Pokemon like the Solgaleo, which does 120 damage. You don't even need to evolve it, you just discard it, and then Mew Mewtwo GX can use its attacks from the discard. Oh wow, so this is another Reshiram Charizard. So there's an actual Reshiram Fire deck here as well from one of the other decks, but there's another artwork. So in fact, there's actually two different technically new prints of Charizard for the collectors out there. This one and the Firebox deck. And you've got your treasures for getting your Mewtwo's out, Acrobites for getting for your deck, Cherishables to find your other things, poker gears. Yeah, just a really awesome like fast deck. The Cabalion, it's really cool. I forgot why this was. Okay, so you can put a ooh, so you can use Iron Rule GX to like stop them from attacking for a turn, which is pretty cool. Custom catchers like the Denes, like if you try to buy a real Dene, you'd be end up paying like $35 at the moment. So it's great to have these for proxies and practice. You can also see from the front, it's quite hard to see on this one, but it's got a little signature of the person's deck in the corner there, which is quite cool. This is Henry Brand's deck. You did a like quick squiggly signature. It would have been awesome if you'd done like a big old Henry or something. That would have been amazing. So yeah, there's 4 of these Mewtwo proxies. Beautiful. And Welder all rolls around using this Welder to power your Mewtwo's up. Naganadel for bench sniping. Magago, Latios. Yeah, it's all about the different strategies for using these Mewtwo's to attack. So that's the Perfection deck from Henry Brand. That's an epic deck. So like I was saying earlier, it's been issues trying to get like all 4 of these decks from the same retailers. They've been selling out really quickly because for the first time, the stores just haven't been getting like them in the quantities that they're used to get them for the other decks. So yeah, so it's a bit more delayed. So this is Shintaro Ito's Blacephalon GX deck. So these have already been played with these a few times at our Pokemon League in Eastbourne, the Kid Stuff Eastbourne Pokemon League. So what we've done is we've used clear sleeves, so you can still show off the backs, which is awesome, and that way you don't get them confused with other World Championship decks. So we just put them in there, so they're still good for shuffling, and yeah, this makes great for kids wanting to come and play with the new decks and stuff. So we got here the Blacephalon deck. This hasn't changed much over the last year, but this, yeah, as usual, Blacephalon GX, main attacker with its big old mind-blown attack, doing all the damage, attaching all the energies really quickly with the Naganadel, charging up, and then, yeah, mind-blown for huge damage. So it's able to keep up with these tag team Pokemon, because you can easily do like 300 damage by putting 6 energies to the Lost Zone, and yeah. That's really cool. So I got obviously the Naganadel GX for Venom Shot, so you can use the attack, but you're mostly using it for the ability where you can discard an Ultra Beast and draw 3 cards. So it's really good, really powerful card. And yeah, I've got the Heatran. I don't know why he's playing 2 copies of Heatran, but these lists were quite unrefined at the time because it just literally just dropped. So 2 Heatrans, really good for like taking knockouts and Malamars and Girautinas and stuff, and you can use the ability to move all the energy attack of that one, and just a Dedenne as well there. So that's the Mind Blown Shintaro Ito Fire deck. So that's another one of the 4 decks available. And here, what's behind the switch? This should be Kaya Lichliner. Yes, so this is Kaya Lichliner's seniors deck list. So this is like another fun sort of fire deck. So there's 1, 2, 3 decks that rely on fire energies and welders in the yeah, so it just shows you how good card Welder is. So like with the other one, this has got another Reshiram Charizard in it, but this has the signature of obviously Kaya Lichliner on this one, which is really cool. Yep, so use Jirachis to get your welders. Just welder a whole bunch to the Charizards and to other Pokemon, and smack, and then you've got the Ninetales to use the 9 Temptations there to bring up the Pokemon and stuff. So yeah, it was great to see Kaya do well at the World Championships. I've been seeing her around the tournaments like in Europe all the time, and she always seems like she's a really good player, like super focused, loves what she does. Yeah, it's really good. So all the power to her. I hope she does really well when she gets to become a master as well. So there's Kaya Lichliner's Charizard Reshiram deck, and last but not least is the Haruki. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that there. I'm just gonna, because I don't want to butcher his name whilst I said it earlier, but I just want to make sure. So Haruki Miyamoto's yeah, this is Haruki Miyamoto's Juniors Division winning Pikachu Zekrom list. So it relies on the Pikachu Zekrom from Team Up, using cards like the Tapu Koko Prism and the energy switches and stuff to get a whole bunch of energy on your Pikachu. Full Blitz, get some more energy out, and you can either Tag Bolt or you can put the energy on your Raichu and Raichu GX, Lone Raichu GX tag team, and just smack. So yeah, really powerful deck. This, and it also had a spicy Tapu Fini to help against those Blacephalon GX decks that might come up against. 2 copies of Zeraora to make sure your Pokemon don't get stuck in the active. You can use the ability to swap them out. The Cocoa Prism there, which is really cool. And this energy's upside down for some reason. And yeah, for like lots of judges as well, so you can just play judge, try and brick your opponent, set yourself up, play judge, and then just hope they brick and stuff. And then yeah, this was hilarious. 4 copies of the Den AGX in this deck. So if you're playing 4 judges and you're not running Jirachis, I think you need 4 the Denes just to get yourself out of trouble. And yeah, this one hasn't been shuffled as well as the others. I don't think this one was played with as much. I think we just sleeved it up. But yeah, that's a really cool deck. That's the Pikachu and Zekrom deck. And yeah, so these World Championship decks, they're awesome. Obviously, again, you can't use them for play because you've got the different backs on them, but they are amazing. Highly recommended. 10 out of 10 would recommend just for practice. Even if you don't end up like using them for practice, I mean, you could proxy up pretty much an entire Mew and Mewtwo deck for like whatever these cost, for like $15. Just you only have to put in like 1 or 2 new cards. It's mostly, they haven't changed that. Oh, okay, this one doesn't use Jirachi, but you can proxy out some Jirachis or get some Bics from the Charizard deck and whatever, mix them up. And these are just great for practicing with. And also, you know, you don't want to spend like $150 on a full Mewtwo deck and figure out, oh, I don't really want to play it because I don't like it, then having to try and sell your cards or get your money back. So these are definitely the way to go. So thank you very much for watching this PlaySkape Games video. If you liked what you saw, please click that subscribe button. Let us know which is of the 4 World Championship decks is your favourite. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch 'em all.